So welcome back, I'm Sean, and today we're checking out a budget smartwatch from Haylou that aims to give you lots of great smartwatch features at a super friendly price point, but will it be any good? So let's check it out. So the Solar Neo today was sent over to me by Haylou for review, but this is not a sponsored post and my review will be based on my honest and unbiased opinion. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any future tech reviews. So you can get this watch at an early bird price of $24 or around 130 Malaysian ringgit, and it will ultimately go on sale at $28. So a super budget smartwatch that brings many features for a non-flagship price, bringing more options to people just looking to track basic fitness. So if you're interested in buying one, do check out my links below. So from a design standpoint, this watch does portray that budget aspect of it, and I think it's not so much with the black model, but with the grey model here that I have, you can see that the entire case of the watch is made of plastic, and the watch is huge and light, so it doesn't trick the brain into thinking that this watch is premium. And the watch itself is really light, coming at 48 grams, and compared to some budget smartwatches, this is definitely at the top of lightness. So the watch also comes with a 48mm watch case, which is quite a large watch and not too suitable for people with smaller wrists, especially for ladies. And inside the 48mm case, you get a 1.53-inch HD display with a resolution of 360 by 360. And this watch is really sharp, and even if you pixel peep on this watch, you should not be able to see any pixel. And yes, you don't get an AMOLED display on here, but overall it's still a really gorgeous screen, especially at this price point. So at the back of the watch, you're going to get your standard magnetic charging pins, so it's easy to charge the watch up, and here you also get your PPG heart rate sensor as well as the SpO2 sensor. So you also get a pretty nice silicone band here, and this is the type of band that I like, which has this smooth powdery silicone feeling, which is really nice and easy to wear. Unlike the two QCY watches that we've recently looked at, the Watch GT and the Watch GS, which they provide you with a grippy kind of silicone. Finally, the screen at the front here is also really basic, and there's no special Gorilla Glass here, just a basic glass screen. So battery life wise, you're getting quite a good battery performance here, and Haylou rates it at 8 days in typical smartwatch daily use, with tracking of your heart rates, working out, sleep tracking and everything like that, which is really impressive. And if you use it without your phone, it should stay alive for 30 days or more. And the watch also comes with very basic features, and you get a Bluetooth 5.3 chipset, mainly for syncing purposes and also to sync your new watch faces. But to be honest, it's really slow to transfer those watch faces, and they're like a couple of kbs, so I'm not too sure why is it taking so long. Honestly, this is quite slow compared to many modern smartwatches that I've used. You also don't have the option to connect to external power meters, cadence or speed sensors of the watch, so that's all you get with the Bluetooth connectivity. So the watch also comes supported with an IP68 dust and water resistant rating, and again, there is no swimming capabilities found on this watch, but there are some water sports here, including surfing, water rafting, sailing, rowing or kayaking. So with that, there is also no GPS capabilities found on this watch, so you won't be able to track your path when working out. And when you use it for outdoor runs, the watch will use the accelerometer to track your movements of your arm and figure out roughly how far or fast you're going, which is not the most accurate. And apart from that, you're getting quite a basic set of sensors to track your activities, including a 24 hours heart rate monitor, SpO2 blood oxygen monitoring, stress monitoring as well as sleep tracking. And also from a notification perspective, when someone sends you a photo, I noticed that it only shows you the word picture and there will be no preview. You can also answer and pick up phone calls from your watch itself, which is a very convenient feature. And finally, the camera feature also uses the native Haylou app, and it doesn't connect to your phone's native camera app. So the watch also has a really simple interface, and at the homepage here, you can either press and hold on the screen to change your watch faces, or you can just turn the dial here and it will just cycle through all the different watch faces that you have. But the only thing here is that you only get to toggle between 4 different watch faces, and whichever watch face you land on, and if you sync a new watch face, it will replace whichever you were previously on, so do take note of that. And pressing the button here will also bring you into the menu, and you can choose here between the list style that I have here, or you want the Apple style or the rotating style, they all have it here. And swiping from the top will bring you to the command center, so this is where you can access all the settings. And swiping up from the bottom of the screen will bring you to your notification center. And if you swipe from either left or right, again very similar to most watches, this is where you get all your different widgets that you have. And also a very convenient part where you can access some of the quick features like a flashlight, find your phone or stuff like that. So the Haylou app is also very similar to the QCY app that we recently saw, and at the homepage this is where you get a summary of your daily activities, your step counts, distance traveled, exercise information, sleep records, which also gives you a pretty detailed information about your sleep efficiency. And inside the device setting itself, you can also see your battery level. You can also set to sync your watch face gallery, which there is a lot of cool new watch faces. However, as I mentioned, it's really quite slow to sync it over, so make sure you pick one that you really like before you sync it over. And here is also where you get to adjust all the settings and features of the watch, and also updates the firmware of your watch when there is a new one. So under sports, here is where you get to track all and start your workouts that uses the phone's GPS to track your path. So if you want to track your workouts with GPS, then you have to start the workout from the app itself, which is not what I prefer. So that's pretty much all you get with the Haylou app. So with this watch, if you use it without the GPS of your phone, then the watch is pretty inaccurate when tracking your workouts. So with this type of watches, it uses your arm movements to estimate the distance of your workout. And from my regular 5 kilometers run, I noticed that this watch misses quite a bit. And comparing to the Apple Watch Ultra's distance where I've completed my 5 kilometer run on my Apple Watch, the Haylou only manages 4.63 kilometers, so you're about 400 meters short, which is quite substantial. Heart rate is also not that accurate, mostly for when I'm running, so I will get variations between 10 to 15 BPMs more or less. So from a workout tracking perspective, definitely not very accurate. But from a day-to-day, not tracking anything under stress or with movement, basic fitness tracking is still pretty accurate, such as your sleep, your basic heart rate test, SpO2 test. These are quite normal and accurate. So again, if you're not an athlete and just want something to track your fitness, then this watch will be okay. Else just go with something like Garmin or Suunto instead of a simple fitness tracker like the Solar Neo. So I think this watch is pretty good looking watch, something rugged for someone who wants a basic fitness tracking device. But in my test, this is not something that you would want to use if you're going to do a lot of serious workout trackings. So will you get it? Let me know in the comments below. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere. If you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.